Now, sometimes we want to use the disk method to rotate about a line that is not one of the coordinate axes. Now, in that case, we're still going to use the equation v is pi times the integral from a to b of r of x squared dx. The trick here is we need to find out what r of x is. Now, if this is my line right here, y equals, I don't know, some constant. In this case, it's g equals 1. We'll go through this in just a second with an example. Then, what is r? In this case, r is the distance from the axis of rotation to the top or to the curve. So r of x in this case is equal to f of x minus c, where c is the line that I'm rotating it about. Now, I'm rotating it about this line right here, so I'm going to have a solid that goes from 0, and then it's going to rotate like this. Let's look at the example. Find the volume of the solid formed by revolving the region bounded by 2 minus x squared and the line g equals 1. So here is y equals 1 about the line y equals 1 as shown. So we're going to get this kind of funky looking solid here. All right, now the first thing you need to do is find out what r of x is. R of x is going to be f of x minus g of x, and in this case g of x is just 1. So this is 2 minus x squared, that's f, minus 1. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this as 1 minus x squared. That's r. Now I need to find my limits of integration. The limits of integration in this example are a is -1 and b is 1. So the volume is equal to the pi integral from a to b of r of x squared dx. Giving myself a little space here. This is pi times the integral from -1 to 1 of 1 minus x squared dx. Now I want to multiply this out. Pi integral from -1 to 1, 1 minus 2 x squared plus x to the 4th dx. Let me integrate this. I'm leaving this pi right on out here. So this is x minus 2x cubed over 3 plus x to the 5th over 5 evaluated at -1 and 1. So this is pi. Now you could use odd function similarities or characteristics to find this, but for this example, I'm not going to. So this is 1 minus -1 minus 2/3 x cubed, which is 1 cubed minus -1 cubed plus 1/5 times 1 to the 5th minus -1 to the 5th. And I'm going to wind up with 16 pi over 15.